The first human on Mars discovers that history's greatest achievement is also its loneliest. The capsule shudders like dying metal. ADAMars sits frozen, watching rust-colored nothing through the porthole. His breath fogs the glass in short, nervous bursts. 4 years of training, 10 months of travel, and now this, silence. Not Earth's silence with its hidden sounds. Mars' silence that presses against eardrums like deep water. His gloved finger hovers over the hatch release. Heart rate spikes to 142 beats per minute. The medical AI chirps warnings he chooses to ignore. Mission control. This is ADAMars, landed at Amazonas Planitia. His voice cracks on the last word. The radio hisses back, empty static. 14 minutes until Earth hears him. Another 14 for any response. 28 minutes of absolute alone. The hatch unseals with a pneumatic gasp. Mars air pressure reads 600 pascals, less than 1% of home. One suit tear means death in 15 seconds. But death might be kinder than this emptiness. His boots touch the ladder's first rung. Each step down sounds like goodbye. The external thermometer shows minus 63 degrees Celsius. Welcome to the planet that never learned to live. Through the capsule window, barely visible in the cargo hold, sits a small glass dome. Inside, a jasmine plant with 5 white flowers. They named it Lumora in the Earth Labs, the second Earth life to touch this dead world. It doesn't know that yet. Mars doesn't care about visitors. It just waits. His boot touches Mars. Nothing profound happens. No speech comes to mind. Armstrong had billions watching. ADAMars has empty horizon and butterscotch sky. That's one small step for. He stops. The words taste like ash and recycled air. Nobody's listening anyway. 7 steps from the lander, he turns a full circle. The landscape contradicts itself at every angle. Familiar, like a desert. Alien, like a nightmare. The sun hangs small and weak above. Only 43% of Earth's light reaches here. His shadow stretches wrong, too sharp against red dust. The mission parameters flash on his heads-up display. Establish habitat, set up communications, survive. Clinical words that meant something in Houston. Here they dissolve into red nothing. Wind moves at 5 kilometers per hour from the east. It carries no scent, no moisture, no life. Just processed numbers on a screen keeping him functional. Radiation levels. Battery life at 97%. Oxygen reserves. Data can't measure the weight crushing his chest. The habitat module waits 200 meters east. Its white shell already wears a film of red dust. Mars marking its territory. Each step kicks up particles that hover too long. Gravity here is 38% of Earth's pull. His body feels light, but his soul has never been heavier. Inside the capsule, Lumora's environment reads normal. Earth pressure maintained at 1 atmosphere. Temperature steady at 22 degrees Celsius. One tiny bubble of life in an ocean of rust. The plant doesn't move, doesn't respond. It just exists. Like him. Existing isn't living, though. Mars taught him that in the first 10 minutes, the habitat inflates like a synthetic lung. ADAMars watches it grow, this aluminum and polymer womb. It will keep him alive for 2 years. The return window opens in 668 sols. Everyone pretends this isn't a one-way trip. Inside spreads 6 square meters of survival. Fold-out bed, water recycler, air scrubber, food printer. No windows because glass is weakness here. LED panels simulate Earth's spectrum instead. A small mercy against Mars's alien light that drives people mad. He sets his personal items on the single shelf. A photo of Earth from orbit, looking peaceful and impossible. A chess set he'll play alone. A harmonica he can't use in the suit. The hard drive holds 10,000 books, 50,000 songs, every TV show ever made. Humanity compressed into silicon wafers. The water recycler gurgles to life. It will process his urine into drinking water. 95% efficiency, the manual says. Cheers to survival, he mutters, taking the first sip. It tastes like giving up. Outside, temperature drops fast as the sun weakens. Mars hemorrhages heat like a corpse. By nightfall, it will reach -80 Celsius. The habitat's nuclear generator hums steady, promise of warmth in the frozen desert. He checks Lumora through the remote feed. 5 white petals per flower, each one rebelling against red death outside. The botanists modified its genes for hardiness. Looking at it now seems impossible. Too fragile, too much like hope. Communication delay hits him as he sends the day's report. Habitat established. Life support nominal. He pauses. The sunrise here is blue. Dust filters the light wrong. Thought you should know. By the time Earth responds, he'll be dreaming. If Mars lets him dream. Martian dusk doesn't paint the sky. It just dims, from butterscotch to purple to black. Stars emerge, so sharp they hurt. No atmosphere to soften them. Earth hangs there, a blue dot no brighter than Venus from home. ADAMars stands outside as long as the suit allows. Earthrise on Mars reverses everything he knows. Now he's the one looking up at home. The cosmic vertigo makes him grip the habitat rail. Phobos races across the sky in 4 hours. Too fast. Like time braking. Deimos crawls the opposite direction. His suit beeps. 15 minutes of battery remaining. Time to enter the aluminum can. As the airlock cycles, he catches himself holding his breath, as if Mars air might follow him inside. Helmet off. The silence changes. Earth silence has textured, distant traffic. Wind through trees. Life breathing. Mars silence is absolute, except for machines. Air recycler whispering. Water pump gurgling. Electrical hum of systems keeping him from death. He's not living on Mars. He's living despite Mars. The distinction matters. Dinner is rehydrated pasta that tastes like cardboard soaked in lies. The food printer starts tomorrow. He forces each bite down. His body needs 2,800 calories to maintain muscle mass. NASA calculated everything except how food tastes in profound isolation. Through the capsule feed, he watches Lumora again. One leaf has turned slightly toward the LED Sunday simple phototropism, nothing more. But alone in a tin can on a dead world, that small movement feels like companionship. Good night, Lumora, he tells the screen. Welcome to Mars. The plant doesn't answer. Neither does Mars. Neither does Earth. Sleep on Mars feels like falling. The gravity is wrong, making his body float and sink simultaneously. His heartbeat echoes too loud in perfect silence. Every pop of thermal expansion jolts him awake. The walls are failing. They must be. Exhaustion finally wins. Dreams come twisted and wrong. Earth's grass grows red. The sky burns butterscotch. Everyone he knows stands 14 light minutes away. He tries to run, but moves in slow motion. His mother calls his name. By the time the sound arrives, she's gone. He wakes at 3:47 Mars Standard Time, gasping. The LED panels simulate pre-dawn light. Outside reads -78 Celsius. Frost formed inside the airlock. Water vapor from yesterday, now frozen into Earth crystals. The communication panel blinks. Message from Earth, sent after his landing. Congratulations, ADAMars. You've made history. The world is watching. Remember, you're never alone. He laughs, bitter and short. Never alone. He defines alone. The only heartbeat on a planet. The only consciousness for millions of kilometers. Even Lumora, sleeping in its capsule, is closer to home. Tomorrow is Sol 2. In 667 sols, the return window opens. If the vehicle works, if his body holds, if his mind doesn't crack like the frozen water. But the biomonitor shows something strange. Lumora's readouts flicker with anomaly. The numbers make no sense for a plant in stasis. The jasmine's oxygen output has spiked in darkness. Plants don't breathe backwards. Unless... What's happening to Lumora? Subscribe for Sol 2's revelation. Comment. What would you bring to Mars to stay sane?